G'day, g'day. It is Friday and that means it is Friday size already, and yeah, sometimes the week comes around pretty quick. So it is February already, so it is the 5th. So yeah, and with February being a short month, this month will probably go by real quick as well. So okay, so it's the later part of the morning. It is 11 o'clock. I actually had to turn the light off behind me because you get those kind of wavy lines, and yeah, it's just at the moment the living room's a little bit chaotic with kind of finishing off the decorating, and so there's still boxes and everything. I know, you just think I'm like maybe a hider and I just live out of boxes. Yeah, probably I am, but no, it's not the hiding, it's just sometimes life goes like that. And yeah, this is my friend's house, and yeah, kind of doing everything up, and yeah, so just the way it goes. You know what it's like when renos and decorating and everything like that goes on, and with lockdown things take a whole bunch of time longer. So yeah, and I picked up the camera last Friday and did a little bit, I think it's cutting out footage and furry friend pet and weights, and yeah, so I have completed one make. I'm about halfway through the second make. So yeah, I just insert little excerpts of just what I've been up to sewing wise there so you can see. And yeah, so feeling a bit yeah, famous headache again, just a regular headache at the moment. And thank you so much, you guys, about my leg and everything. It is getting worse, and I'm not entirely sure why it is affecting my foot. I guess the pressure and everything, and yeah, it's going a little bit black in places. So yeah, got that to contend with everything else that my body likes to throw at me. And as much as possible, I do keep my leg elevated, and you guys know that I have 3 legs, so my third leg is my stick, so therefore, you know, I'm kind of hobbling around, but also I can rest on, you know, if I'm stood up, maybe the kitchen countertop, tables, you know, things like that, and kind of balance enough so I can bend my leg and also elevate my leg that way. Yeah, so it will just get better when it wants to, I guess. So this morning I just caught up with a couple of vlogs, and yeah, I always enjoy watching Judy, so I put a little excerpt of Judy in the video. If you're not familiar, please go and check her channel out, it's fantastic, just like Judy herself is wonderful. Just been catching up with this beautiful lady Judy, and I'll link her wonderful channel below. And yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed today's video. So if you're watching, Judy, thank you for such another fantastic video, and look how beautiful you look. Really love that fabric that you're wearing. Also, what else did I do this morning? I had to bath the bunny, so sometimes she just gets a little bit, I don't know, some of her fur sometimes just gets a little bit mitted, and so therefore I just put her in the sink and just wash that little area, and kind of a little her lady area. Sometimes little bits get stuck on her fur, so I just tied her up, and yeah, she's such a good bunny. Also yesterday my Sew magazine came. I've not as yet looked through that, so maybe later on, if I got a little bit of time, I might just go through that. These are the 2 sewing patterns that come in size, so K8879, and this one K8986. This is not too dissimilar to a top that I recently made. Also, one of the views, which one is it? View A, it has little tie details there. Yeah, so it is pretty much overall a basic top. It's just got that little kind of gentle little tie there. The other one, Simplicity, I don't think that's me, so yeah, won't keep that one. Also, for those guys that watched the video where I was going through sorting stuff out. Yeah, so the Pettins, I have managed to purge some, yes, and I have bundled some up in bundles of 10, and my friend who has that eBay, I know nothing about eBay or anything like that or how it works, so they just said on my behalf that they would put them on there, and yeah, some had sold already, which was amazing. I think their name's Moyboy, M-O-Y-B-O-Y, or one word if you'd like to check it out. I don't know how you search to find people on eBay. I have no idea. So yeah, so that's a little bit of good news to obviously recoup, yeah, a little bit of money there, and also for enjoyment for people that like to collect Pettins, whether they're vintage or modern, so adds to their collection. But it's always interesting because it's like, because obviously I do YouTube, obviously the buyer won't know that I do YouTube, but wouldn't it be amazing if somebody who watches my channel or just sewist channels generally, and he or she would be a sewist themselves, and then yeah, you can't always make that connection, but if, you know, by chance that connection was made, it'd be like, oh yeah, you purchased some of my patterns. You know what it's like, guys. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys. Yeah, these are the Pettins that are up for sale, so they are just in a bundle, 10 Pettins in each bundle. Yeah, so, and 4 bundles are gone already, so that's pretty awesome. Righto, so I am going to trace out the disappearance, have my fabric, which is this lilac denim, and yeah, so I have all the 3 pieces of paper, the Tilly Pettins there, and Swedish tracing paper that you guys have seen before. So yeah, going to trace out the pieces that I need, and then obviously transfer that to the fabric, cut out the fabric. Then these 2 appeared, Emma and Lucy. You guys helping me trace? Right, if I can show you guys with these 2 little cuties in the way, playing tracing paper chicken here, and yeah, look, right on the very tippy edge of that. And unfortunately, my friend obviously gave me the tracing paper, which is wonderful, but unfortunately I have literally just run out of it. So to do the other part of the leg, because on this Tilly Pettin the legs are in 2 halves, I am going to have to use this excess and then some leftover pieces and kind of piece the tracing paper together. Yep, I managed to eke out just enough, so I managed to get this back pant leg traced out. Go me! Emma keeps trying to climb up my chest. You funny girl. Emma. Now the camera's on, she's not going to do it. New line and padding weights. Righto, as you can see, it's currently late Wednesday arvo, and I have not picked up the camera until Friday arvo, after my leg got damaged, which is still pretty bad. Anyway, my makeshift cutting table has just been put up by TE, and you guys are actually having a sneak peek of some fabric ready for a fabric haul, but I just had this sudden kind of thought that I wanted to cut something out in this beautiful fabric. Look at these stunning peacocks. And this fabric I'll talk more about when I do a fabric haul, but this came from the wonderful Andrea Beyond the Pink Door, And yeah, I am going to cut out a little top. That is all that I'm going to say, because obviously you'll find out what the top is when I do a next video. Currently in the part of pressing, so I've pressed this down. This is the end of the sleeve. Then I need to fold that over and press again. Then I've got to fold it again to go over the serged edge there. And yeah, this is the bit that's a little bit time consuming, and because this is not very wide as it is, doing the binding is, yeah, it's a bit of a bind doing the binding. Yeah, so the only part of this project is this that's just a little bit more time consuming. So the next project is the Jessie Pants by Tilly Buttons. So I just have a few pieces out already, and yeah, just going to interface some of the pieces and then start stitching these together. Just show you guys the progress so far of the Tilly Buttons Jessie Pants. So yeah, now you guys know I have a terrible journey with the arch nemesis zippers. Now how is it, looking at this, I've kind of installed a zipper stroke zipper fly, and it looks probably one of the better installations that I have made. So yeah, tell me what you think. I know it is a blue zipper, so I thought I just wanted to play around and put a contrast zipper in, and yeah, so tell me what you guys think. So yeah, so that's the progress so far, and I did this last night. It is a really miserable day today, so it's raining, but yeah, more of these guys are coming up. Yeah, I have quite a few, so, but they're so pretty, and now I can see them a lot more because where the garden had been worked on. So yeah, these ones are flourishing in this area. Righto, so vintage suitcase, and it is in the garage, and this one I have been meaning to go through because it has all these delights in here. And yeah, so there's quite a bit of linen and all sorts of things. A little crochet, I'm not sure what that is, cover for something. Yeah, a little bit of silk and satin. So yeah, I just need to go through that. And yeah, I picked this up at a market probably about 5 years ago now. Just making myself a cup of tea, just to boil it on the stove because the kettle is the scaling. I don't know guys, sometimes when you have like hard water area, yeah, kettles and pans, pots and things just get a little bit scaled, don't they? Okay guys, I know this part is not really that interesting, bear with me. So yeah, my friend that owns the house has recently purchased a new fridge and freezer, and so the top part is the fridge, and yeah, okay, no worries, just a fridge, no biggie. And it is this light, and yeah, so you get a red light. It also changes to green and yellow. yeah, really strange. I don't know if it changes every time you open and close the door. I might actually test that through in a moment. Yeah, there you go. So I just closed the door of the camera and now switched it back on. So yeah, you can see the light in there. Now, you know, these companies, they do these like fandangle things, like a different colour change light. I mean, who needs a different colour change light in a fridge? Crazy, right? Now, so I just closed that up. The really annoying thing that I find, so in the freezer department, you open these, you get so far, and then they fall out. And it's like, I don't want to pull any more because obviously it will crash onto the floor. Now you think of, and they all do that, so you think of maybe an elderly person that's a little bit slow and that fell and it fell on their feet. So why don't they just spend that little bit of extra money on, you know, sorting out those drawers so they are safe, instead of wasting money on, you know, silly lights that change colour. Tell me what you think. Also, yeah, someone on their channel recently said about beeping, about how everything just beeps. The iron, the fridge, the freezer, you know, the washing machine. Oh my god, yeah. Also, this new fridge freezer beeps. So I obviously have the doors open for whatever time it is, and then it starts beeping. Yeah, great. Righto, so I am now going to continue with my dishes. And yeah, now the sun has come out. It is really bright in here. So funny how it goes like that. So yeah, but it's a cottage, and although it's south facing, when the sun comes out it glows up the entire cottage, but also then when the sun goes in it is a little dark, so hence why I had to have the lights on. Yeah, so I'm going to finish up here, and then maybe I'll probably go through my Make 9 and see if I want to start making anything from there. Yeah, this is my little Make 9 box that I've just put up on a cabinet out the way, and yeah, just go through there and see if I want to sew anything from there. I may not even want to sew a garment. I have something else in mind that I'm thinking of making. Also, I have the Watson jacket to still trace out. So beautiful, really like that design. Yeah, so I need to get my mind in gear to do that. So that might be something that I might get around to doing today. All depends on how my leg and ankle are, because obviously I'd have to stand for a little while, although I can bend my knee, which I do, and keep the leg elevated and then kind of have it rested on a star. It's sometimes a little bit awkward, but yeah, I've still yet to trace that out and send it back to my lovely friend. Righto guys, I think I will leave it here, and yeah, have my really hot, actually hot, not cold. Do you do that guys? Make yourself a hot drink, do stuff, come back, and then your hot drink is cold. Yeah, so gotta have me a decaf tea. And yeah, also I need to order some Swedish tracing paper, because the tracing paper that my lovely friend Lynn gave me has now run out. I did message her and ask where she got it from, but if you guys know of kind of bulk buy Swedish tracing paper, so you get a lot for your bucks, because it's like, I know it's really expensive, and yeah, if you know of anywhere that has a good deal, you know, maybe a sale or something, yeah, I would like a big roll so then it can last me. So please let me know in the comments if you know of anywhere. And also I kind of learned as well recently that yes, there's Swedish tracing paper, but sometimes they slightly change the name. So yeah, just the one that is Swedish tracing paper and not the slight variations, might be just a different word. Yeah, so okay guys, so a little bit of excerpt of the week. Like I said, didn't manage to pick up the camera too much. Sometimes when my housefriend is about, I kind of stay out the way, and yeah, so it goes like that sometimes. Yeah, so I'm going to finish off hopefully the dishes and see how I feel about tracing out the Watson. And yeah, now the sun is out and shining, and yeah, always makes people smile, doesn't it? Okay, let me know what you have been up to, and also the case that I showed you. Hopefully if I do a Sunday video this week, would you like to see what's in the suitcase? If so, again, let me know in the comments below. I may just put that in the video anyway and just go through. I don't know too much about, you know, each individual fabrics, because all the fabric just came as a collection in that vintage suitcase. I was kind of eyeing up the vintage suitcase. It was only because the lady said, oh, it's actually filled up with little pieces of fabric and everything. They're like fabric pieces, like, are they called like doilies or something, that you would kind of like display on a table or something? Yeah, and little pieces of fabric like that, maybe napkins, possibly tablecloths, table runners. Yeah, I need to actually go through and see what's in there. But yeah, I may include that on Sunday's video. Okay, anyway, I have yacked on far too long, and hope you guys please stay safe, and whatever you're doing, be safe, be happy, happy sewing, and hopefully all being well. See how I feel. See you guys on Sunday. Okay, thank you.